The words nauseating and exhausting and unattractive that The Independent and The Guardian used to describe Netflix's latest drama, With Love, Meghan, which debuted yesterday, are a scathing attack on Meghan Markle, rather than being filmed in her actual home. The series was shot in a rental property in Montecito, and its attempt to emulate Martha Stewart's style has been abysmal. Critics have dismissed it as cheap background TV, despite the presence of famous faces like Mindy, Kaling, and Choi, giving it a rating of just 5 out of 10. Time magazine has highlighted the film's inauthenticity, while Variety has been quick to liken it to a rape parade in an exercise in narcissism. Is Meghan tough enough to weather the heavy criticism, or is this just evidence of her complete disregard for public opinion? A surprising moment occurred during the second episode of With Love, Meghan on Netflix. The Duchess stopped actress Mindy Kaling mid-conversation to correct her about her surname. Both were making cucumber sandwiches for a children's party and sharing stories about their childhood and favorite fast food spots. Things got tense when Kaling made a casual comment about Meghan's fast food choices. "I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it," Kaling said. Meghan smiled but wanted to make a point. "It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now," she replied, trying to hide her discomfort. The atmosphere turned awkward as Meghan spoke about her connection to the Sussex name. "You have kids?" And you go, "No, I share my name with my children," she said with growing conviction. She added, "I didn't know how meaningful that would be to me, but it just means so much to go. This is our family name, our little family name." This moment showed a clear change in Meghan's view of her identity. Her 2021 Oprah Winfrey interview painted a different picture about titles and names. She had said then, "I've been a waitress, an actress, a princess, a duchess. I've always just still been Meghan." She also said that the most important title I will ever have is mom. Queen Elizabeth II gave the Sussex surname to Meghan and Harry on their wedding day in 2018. The name has grown more important to Meghan since becoming a mother. She told People magazine about her family's connection to the name. "It's our shared name as a family, and I guess I hadn't recognized how meaningful that would be to me until we had children." Kaling looked uncomfortable after the correction and carefully said, "Well, now I know. And I love it." Entertainment figures and royal watchers started discussing how Meghan's public identity has changed. Psychotherapist Nicholas Hardy shared his thoughts, saying Meghan's focus on the Sussex name shows an attempt to establish a sense of unity and connection between herself, her husband, and their children. The name correction reveals how deeply Meghan values family identity. She often talks about how the Sussex name tells their love story and looks forward to sharing their family history with her children. "I think as the kids get older, they're so excited about, oh my gosh, Mama and Papa. How did you meet? I think that will come with time as they get older. But for right now, a huge part of our love story is that we share the name Sussex," she explained. As Harry and Meghan's $100 million Netflix deal hangs in the balance, with lackluster follow-up projects and mounting production frustrations casting doubt on their future, it's clear that big changes are on the horizon. With their next move, With Love, Meghan, touted as the last-ditch effort to salvage their partnership, the stakes have never been higher. And now, it's over to you! Your voice is what shapes this channel, and we truly want to hear it. As we continue to grow, the support and feedback from this incredible community have been our greatest inspiration. Recently, we made some exciting updates to the way we deliver content, all thanks to your thoughtful suggestions. Now, we'd love to know how you feel. Have these changes improved your experience? Is there anything more you'd like to see? Your input is essential in helping us create even better, more engaging content. So don't wait. Drop your ideas and feedback in the comments below and help us make this channel the best it can be. And now let's get back to discussing today's content. The latest controversy around With Love. Meghan questions the show's artificial setting. Critics have exposed how the Duchess chose to film in an $8 million rental property rather than her Montecito mansion. This decision has sparked heated debates about how relatable lifestyle programming should be. The show films at the luxurious Sepola estate, which belongs to high society couple Tom and Sherry Sepola. Meghan told People magazine she wanted to protect that haven, where her family shares private moments. This explanation has only made media observers more skeptical. Someone close to the production revealed Meghan wanted the farmhouse aesthetic to create an average, rustic-look vibe for viewers. The strategy seems to have backfired. Critics suggest filming at her actual home might have made the show more believable. The show's artificial environment becomes obvious through awkward moments. The kitchen might be pristine and modern, but Meghan's unfamiliarity with the space shows. UK royal correspondent Neil Sean points out, "You know it's not her kitchen because she's hesitant to look for things and, more importantly, she doesn't look at home." This disconnect goes beyond just location. Meghan showcases recipes she has never tried or openly dislikes. She demonstrates basic tasks like making a charcuterie board and cutting fruit, skills that critics say hardly count as culinary expertise. The show's credibility suffers from its overly produced nature. Industry experts describe it as too controlled, too glossy, too produced. An 80-plus person crew makes the intimate, homey atmosphere feel forced. Critics have pointed out several elements that make with love. Meghan feels staged and inauthentic. Throughout the show, the kitchen remains impeccably spotless, hinting at the presence of hidden cleanup crews maintaining its pristine appearance. Meghan often directs her attention to the production staff rather than engaging directly with the audience, creating a sense of detachment. Additionally, most of the show's guests appear more like distant acquaintances than close friends, resulting in awkward and forced conversations that further add to the show's lack of warmth and authenticity. The Telegraph gave the show just 2 stars, calling it Meghan invites people to her pretend house, where guests simply tell her how amazing she is. This review captures the gap between what the show wants to be and what it delivers. The show's attempts to seem relatable often fall flat. Meghan suggests things like getting wax from your local beekeeper and fusses over color stories for simple fruit arrangements, which critics call out of touch. Pat Stacey from the Irish Independent summed up the show as bland, tedious, and empty. The Times offered the sharpest criticism. They pointed out how the show presents extreme wealth and mind-bogglingly exclusive lifestyle as if it is available to anyone. Entertainment veterans wonder if viewers will stick around for all 8 episodes given this disconnect between fantasy and reality. Prince Harry makes only a brief appearance in With Love. Meghan, showing up once in the finale's celebratory brunch. Though largely absent on screen, his presence is felt through Meghan's stories about their life, like his love for her bacon cooking and his habit of salting food before tasting it. Behind the scenes, Harry often visited the set with their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, which Meghan cherished. The show avoids direct mentions of the royal family but includes subtle nods to her past, like referencing her life's journey through her makeup artist and reflecting on personal growth with the Japanese art of kintsugi. This project stands out as their biggest one that doesn't focus on criticizing the monarchy. Meghan talks about her new chapter in the final episode with enthusiasm. This feels like a new chapter that I'm so excited that I'm able to share, and I've been able to learn from all of you. The gap between them and the royal family becomes clearer as the series goes on. Harry and Meghan don't have much contact with key royal figures, including Harry's brother, Prince William, and father, King Charles III. Their relationship has been rocky since they stepped back from royal duties in 2020. They still have a complicated relationship with their royal identity. When Mindy Kaling called her Meghan Markle, Meghan quickly corrected her. "It's so funny too that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now." This moment shows how they hold on to their royal titles while stepping away from royal duties. The show gives us a carefully selected look at their life after leaving the royal family. They mention their former roles sparingly but deliberately. Entertainment analysts say this approach helps them build their own identity while keeping some ties to their royal background through carefully chosen moments of reflection. Thomas Markle spoke out about his daughter's recent identity change on Netflix. He raised doubts about what she said about her name from his home in Mexico. He gave a frank explanation of their troubled relationship and revealed new details about Meghan's early years. Thomas Markle challenged what his daughter said about her identity in a candid interview. "The fact that Harry and Meghan have not publicly distanced themselves from this strikes me as unusual." He said his attempts to make peace got no response, adding he has apologized at least 100 times for what he did before. He sticks to a simple plan to reach his daughter. "If I don't hear from them in 30 days, then I do another story for the press." This strategy only pushed them further apart. They last talked before the royal wedding, which ended in a heated argument while Thomas recovered from heart surgery. Thomas lives about 70 miles from the Sussexes and wants to meet his grandchildren. "I'm available anytime we can get together. I'd love to get together." He's been careful with his words about his grandchildren lately. After Lilibet's birth, he said, "I am very pleased with the announcement of the safe and healthy delivery of my new granddaughter, and I wish her and her mother all my love and best wishes." Thomas shared untold stories from Meghan's early life. He stepped in during a vital moment at Meghan's birth. The medical staff tried to label her race one way. "I even had to argue with the doctor and have him write that she was mixed on the birth certificate because he wanted to mark down black." This moment showed the complex racial identity issues that would shape Meghan's life. Thomas explained, "I had no problem with black or white, but in my mind, it should have been mixed." His words help explain Meghan's struggles with identity, especially during her school years when she faced the same labeling issues. Their relationship got worse after Meghan married Prince Harry. Thomas didn't come to the wedding, and Meghan learned about it from news outlets. The unraveling happened that week when he wouldn't pick up my call. And instead you're talking to TMZ. Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, shared her view on Thomas's media appearances. I was stunned that Tom would become part of this circus. Sadly, the media would run with this, that he would capitalize. Certainly as a parent, that's not what you do. Prince Harry saw how this affected Meghan. She had a father before this, and now she doesn't have a father, and I shouldered that. Everything came to a head when Thomas shared Meghan's private letter with the media. He defended his actions in court. The letter was not an attempt at reconciliation. It was a criticism of me. The letter didn't say she loved me. It did not even ask how I was. This move ended what Thomas called the end of our relationship, not a reconciliation. Despite the harsh criticism, with love, Meghan continues to explode with controversy and self-pity. Is this a sign of Meghan's unwillingness to change, or just the courage to face all criticism? We'd love to know what you think. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel now to follow the next hot developments.